A few days ago, ByteDance introduced a new tool that lets you create a whole series of images in a consistent style, or transform your old photos into any style you want. The best part is, this solution is completely free and can run right on your own computer. Hello everyone, I'm Tai. Today, I'm going to introduce you to a method called USO, Unified Style and Subject-Driven Generation via Disentangled and Reward Learning, a newly released solution from ByteDance. And honestly, this is one of the most impressive models I've seen in a while. So, what exactly is USO? Think about this. You can keep the same character's identity while switching their style. From oil painting to anime to studio portraits. Or do the opposite. Keep the same style consistent across completely different characters. That's something almost no previous model could pull off, but USO can. Here are some examples. It can create a whole set of images with the same character in different styles. Or different characters all sharing the same style. Pretty mind-blowing, right? Sparkles. In this video, I'm going to break it down. What USO is capable of, how to set it up, and how it stacks up against today's best models in real tests. First, let me explain what makes USO special. How is USO different from previous solutions? With models like Flux or traditional Stable Diffusion, whenever you try to do style transfer, the character's face often gets distorted or their identity changes, especially if you run it multiple times. USO solves this problem in a really clever way. Since it separates style and subject, you can freely change the style without warping the subject, and vice versa, change the subject while keeping the same style. This is incredibly important for content creators, because it lets you build a consistent visual brand or tell stories featuring multiple characters in the same style. To get a clearer picture, let's compare USO with some of the latest image generation solutions like Qwen Image Edit, Flux Context, and OmniGen 2. In the first example, the author tested object control and style transfer, specifically turning this watch into a wool felt style, and you can really see the performance differences here. With OmniGen 2 and Flux 1 Context Dev, neither of them could successfully transform the watch in the input image into a different style. On top of that, they even changed the object itself. For example, OmniGen 2 removed the number 3 on the watch face, and Flux Context altered the color and positions of the watch hands. Qwen Image Edit did manage to apply the new style to the watch, but just like the other two, it failed to preserve the original details. The positions and colors of the watch hands were changed. USO, on the other hand, delivered exactly what the prompt described. The same watch but made of wool felt, while keeping the hand positions and colors completely identical to the input image. However, if you look closely, there's a small change. The number 10 has been replaced with the Roman numeral 3. This shows that USO still isn't perfect at preserving every tiny detail and could use more improvement, but it still outperforms the other latest solutions in this example. In the style control example, USO once again proves how powerful it is. While most current style transfer solutions often produce completely different-looking images, losing the original colors, mood, and overall vibe of the reference, USO does the opposite. It preserves the essence of the style, like the soft blue and white tones and the calm, minimal vibe, while accurately following the given prompt. We still see the same cat sleeping on the chair, now perfectly wrapped in the new style we wanted. In short, USO delivers images that are stylistically consistent and content accurate at the same time, something most other solutions still struggle to achieve. From a quantitative perspective, when looking at user study results comparing performance across models, USO clearly stands out, outperforming all others in both subject control and style control tasks. In the left chart, you're seeing the subject-driven generation task, where the model must create new images while preserving the subject's identity, distinctive features, and overall layout. Here, you can see the red line representing USO almost dominating across all metrics. Subject consistency, nearly maxed out, far ahead of models like Context Dev, OmniGen 2, or UNO. Visual appeal, the highest among all, showing its ability to produce images with strong aesthetics. Text fidelity, also very high, proving how well USO understands and follows the input prompt. And lastly, overall performance. USO takes the clear lead, creating a big gap from the rest. Meanwhile, many other familiar models fall far behind, scoring very low on most metrics. Moving to the right chart, this shows the style-driven generation task, where the model must apply a new style while still keeping the original content intact. This is a tough challenge, as we saw earlier. But again, USO comes out on top across the board. Style similarity, exceptionally high, showing its accuracy in applying styles. Subject consistency stays strong, with no distortion of characters. Visual appeal and overall performance also stand out far above the others. Simply put, while other models might excel in just one or two areas, USO demonstrates a rare balance, staying true to the prompt, preserving subjects, and delivering beautiful visuals all at once. This solution is honestly incredible, right? And the best part is, you can try it out completely for free. There are two ways you can get started. First, you can try the online demo from USO. USO has already set up a demo page on Hugging Face packed with tons of impressive sample results, so you can explore it right away without installing anything. On this demo, you'll get to see USO's amazing subject control in action. Your character can be literally anything you can imagine. A cute cartoon character, a real person from a photo, or even some random everyday object. And the best part? The results are highly accurate and match your prompts almost perfectly. But that's not all. USO also offers powerful style control features. You can apply a style from a reference image. You can combine subject and style control at the same time, or even blend multiple styles together to create something totally unique and creative. You can test all these features directly on the demo site with just a few clicks. However, since I can't guarantee the demo will always stay free or online, here's my recommendation. Go with the second option, install USO on your own computer. It's not too hard to set up, and once you do, you'll have full access to this powerful tool anytime you want, with no restrictions and no worries about the demo going offline. If you're serious about unlocking the full potential of USO, this is definitely the best way to go. And to make things super easy for you, I've created a step-by-step tutorial video showing you exactly how to install USO in Comfy UI, and the best part is, it works smoothly even with just 8 GB of VRAM. You can watch it on my Sotai workflow channel, and I'll leave the video link down in the description. Go check it out and install USO, so you can start creating countless stunning images with any style and subject you can imagine. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Now, let's jump into some real tests I ran on my own PC using USO, and see if the results actually live up to what the authors claimed in their paper. For the first example, I used a soft, fuzzy, minimal style reference image, and paired it with a super simple prompt, Spider-Man. And wow, what we got is a Spider-Man completely reimagined in fuzzy felt fabric, looking cozy, warm, and absolutely adorable. You can clearly see the iconic red and blue suit, with the spider emblem recreated in sharp, accurate detail, and not a single visual artifact anywhere. Even the tiny fuzzy fiber textures look incredibly realistic, as if this was a real photo of a handmade plush figure. Pretty amazing, right? Next, let's look at an example that combines both subject and style control. This time, I used a photo of a young woman standing in a flower field, and I wanted to transform it into an oil painting, inspired by Leonid Afremov's famous artwork, Misty Mood Night. And the result is incredible. It looks like a real piece of art. USO completely exceeded my expectations. The generated image perfectly matches Afremov's signature style, with thick, textured brush strokes and vibrant oil painting effects. At the same time, it preserved the original subject flawlessly. You can still recognize her face, hairstyle, and outfit exactly as in the original photo. The only thing I'm slightly less satisfied with is that the sky became much darker, probably because the style reference image had a nighttime sky. So, I recommend using reference images with a similar overall concept to get the best results. And finally, this was the toughest challenge of them all. This time, I wanted to preserve the original character while completely changing the concept using this prompt. A girl with a heartfelt smile. She is immersed in a vast, endless field of blooming flowers under a perfect summer sky. At the same time, I also forced USO to blend two totally different styles. one from Afremove's oil painting, and the other from a Ghibli-style reference image generated by ChatGPT. And honestly, the result is just breathtaking. My original character is almost perfectly preserved. You can still see her long white hair, pointy ears, and familiar facial features, even though her expression has changed into a warm smile. Meanwhile, the style beautifully fuses both references. You can see the bold, textured brushstrokes and vivid colors of Afremove's oil paintings, seamlessly blended with the dreamy, whimsical atmosphere of Ghibli. The most impressive part? Not a single artifact appears, even though USO had to handle 4 different constraints at once: subject, concept, and 2 distinct styles. The final image feels harmonious, natural, and incredibly alive. Truly amazing, right? And as you can see from all these real-world tests, USO performs exactly as well as the authors claimed in their paper. It's absolutely a solution you should install and experiment with on your own PC. Alright, so I've just walked you through a brand new and highly promising solution for style transfer. Personally, I think this is definitely worth experimenting with and applying to your own creative projects. Thank you so much for watching. For now, goodbye and see you in the next video.